I should probably share this with the cosplay groups and stuff like that. That way we can get those guys in.
Yep.
So we'll hang out for a second. Hi guys. Hello. Nobody that's watching, but futurely you will be.
There'll be somebody soon, hopefully.
Somebody, hopefully. Because, we are giving away some stuff today. It's hot.
Oh, there's 2 little eyeballs. Oh, it went back down to 1.
Hey. Hey, Thomas. How are you?
With a 30-second delay.
Do. There it is.
Here's this.
Oh, yeah. Hold on up for a second.
We'll get there.
I was just gonna put up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the...
Is yours, to unlock yours, is it like Terry's? We click the side and
It's
slide?
not gonna go dark for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Are we going to do the drawing before or after?
I might be. I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't want to commit to that event. Because like I said, I'm not sure if I will be there. I'm going to try, depending. He was asking about the Avid event. in
Oh, it's
August.
the Beach Bash.
Oh, yeah, the Beach Bash. Like I said, I'm a possibility. I won't know until later. I don't know about you, really.
I will be playing in a tournament in Kansas City at Jaeger's that day. So I won't be down there either.
I'm going to copy this link real quick. Sorry, guys. We're doing a giveaway of some 3-day passes to a Comic-Con. Roman, you want to show them what we're giving away? This is what we did last weekend. For all you who don't know, it was a like, share, and comment contest.
Hey, pretty assistant. You should come over here. You can be the pretty assistant for today.
Yeah.
You're going to be our Vanna White.
Hold on. This is our lovely Vanna, Jake. Here's a list of our names, all random. No one's doubled up on that one there.
And if you guys come out to the field, this is Jake Whalen. He's one of the captains for the Mad Cow tournament team. So if you want to get into playing tournament paintball, he would be a great person to ask.
Mm-hmm. He's usually out here every weekend.
Yep.
Usually
every weekend. If you're ever unsure, Sunday mornings, almost every Sunday morning, there are players from the team out here.
Yes. If you want to learn, we're willing to help.
And any skill level, from just getting into it to getting back into it or wanting to get more serious about it, come and hit us up. We've got people to help you out. We'll get you going.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm almost there, guys. And those aren't the groups I edited in. Shoot.
Thomas booed us twice. Look at that.
Who got booed?
Booed twice.
What?
Because we're not going to.
Oh,
Because we're not going to the Ava game.
Well, I didn't say I'm not. I didn't say I was. It's just I don't know yet.
That's just rude, Thomas.
It's all right. I think he's gone. Is he still there? I don't think he's watched this anymore. Oh, we still have viewers. Oh, 4 viewers still. This is the most we've ever had for a while. It must be because Jake's here. He's pretty.
He is.
Probably not me.
Everybody watches it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah. Or we're doing something.
So, I'll share those groups later. Since I'm illiterate.
It's some more random paintball stuff. There's an NXL Europe event going on this weekend. If you want to take a look at that, sign up for Go Sports. They have GoSports.com. I think it's $10 a month, and they have paintball, MMA. They have a few different sports on there, and it's all online access.
Light Snack Productions.
And then you can go back and watch a bunch of them. I watched NXL Europe Commanders Cup this morning. I watched the finals match between the Russians and USA, and we ended up second.
Set up. How many per team? I think Todd's asking about that tournament in Kansas. Is that a 3-man?
3-man.
That's a 3-man, Todd.
It's 3-man, D4 and below, and it should be 12 or 10.5 BPS NXL settings. and go to the website, the Google Jaeger's paintball in Kansas City. I can't remember their actual website, but get on there and it will have
Jaeger. It's Jaeger subsurface paintball.
Oh, there you go. Chad knows these things.
I like that place. So it's actually 2.
But go to their website and they'll have the instructions on how to sign up. You call in and
Dun dun dun.
or you can do it through their website too. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a Bob White team there. Hopefully there's gonna be a couple MCF teams. And you can come on out and shoot us.
Yes.
Wow.
Shoot us.
Alright guys, we're going to do, hold on, let me see. Well, this is just a little test to make sure I'm holding this right so you guys can see the number. And they're reading that right. Yeah, 15.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
This is checking out
That was,
information
yeah, a
for
little
the
check there.
drawing for our Okamicon tickets, which Okamicon is next weekend.
So we're gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and get that off. I'll go ahead and apologize if I just completely murder your name.
We'll comment in here also the
Yeah.
names after.
And we'll make sure we get you tagged in here, and we'll send you a message. So, bam! There's our list of 15 people that all commented, liked, and shared last week's info. And this is just a random number generator here. Just gotta give her a push. Number 15. So Justin Luneberger. Sorry. Justin, we will get a hold of you. You have won 2 3-day passes to Okamicon next week, July 13th, 14th, and 15th. We'll get in touch with you on how you can pick these up. All right, and our next lucky winner is. Let me highlight that before I forget who the first one was.
Here,
Oh, I got a pen. You cleaned it up. There's our first winner, and
yeah, I cleaned up my workbench. It's in rare form right now, so now nobody can find anything.
Right. And our next winner is
Number 2.
Number 2,
Mark Davis Jr.
Mark Davis Jr. You have won a couple of tickets, 3-day passes to Okamicon next weekend. All right, guys.
Now that the fun part is done, we'll go into the my part. I'm gonna clean a couple guns today. Got a few to show you. We're gonna rotate the camera down.
Yep, it's a good day today. Got a few pretty Bob Long Field 1 markers on the table here.
Oh, camera's fighting with me. This is our tech guy's fault. If you get motion sick, don't look at the screen right now.
Oh, it's screw loose?
No.
What happened?
It got over rotated, so now the
Oh no!
cord pulls on it.
No!
Technical difficulties.
What is going
These-
on? That is totally not square.
Our tech guy,
Ah!
our IT guy, Alex Metzger. If you have any complaints, you can address them to him. So today we've got 2 pretty Bob Long MVPs and a 2011 G6R.
I like the middle
So
one.
we're gonna put the
Yeah, the middle
G6R
one is
to the
pretty cool there,
side.
Thomas.
The green one is mine. The blue and silver, the pretty one, belongs to one of our teammates, Seth Kemp. And it has been in the Bob White family for a while, and it will continue to stay in the Bob White family. So we're going to set Seth's gun aside because mine's more important and needs to be cleaned after loaning it out last weekend. So here we have the Bob Long MVP. That stands for Mechanical Victory Pump. Or sorry, Mark Victory Pump. Auto trigger. Great gun. So the first thing we're going to do to clean it, we got 2 screws on the bottom, one here, one in the back of the frame. Those need to come out. Got our 2 screws out, so now we're going to pull the frame away from the body. Once you get your frame off the body, you can really set it aside. As long as you don't have paint gooped up in there, you don't need to do anything with it. So we'll set that aside. And then to get inside of our Victory, we are going to remove our pump handle. To do that, you just lift it up and away from the rest of the body. So our pump handle is now off to the side. We're going to wipe all this down. And on here, one of the reasons why the pump stroke of the MVP is as smooth as it is from your 12 sealed roller bearings. You've got 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Helps everything stay nice and smooth. Now that we have this, we can dump our bolt from the front of the body. We're going to wipe that clean. Set that to the side. Then we are going to open up the back of the bolt assembly. Back here is your mainspring and your hammer. So when you're loosening this cap, just pay attention so you don't shoot it across the room. Get the Allen wrench out of the way, put it back. Here's our hammer, the mainspring and the back cap. These you're just going to want to wipe them down, make sure they're nice and clean. And then, since my gun is a little bit dirtier, we're actually going to pull the whole bolt assembly out of the gun. So that just slides back. We're going to wipe it all down. Going to unscrew our 2 halves to our bolt assembly. And then once you do that, you're going to have your donut seal and then your poppet assembly. You're going to want to make sure that those are nice and clean and lubed if necessary. These really do not take much, and this one wasn't done that long ago inside, so we're just going to put it back together. Finish wiping it all off. Bolt assembly is clean now, so we're just going to slide it back into the rear of the gun. Only fits in one way, so it makes it nice and easy. Finish wiping off the body. We're going to go ahead and put our hammer and back cap back on. Take our bolt, put our bolt back in. With the bolt, you're going to do it where the opening or the slot is facing towards the rear of the gun when you drop that in. And then for this next part, we're going to need to line up these 2 pins in the rear are going to go in front of our main hammer. The 1 pin in the front is going to stick in the slot in that bolt that I showed you that needed to be facing towards the rear. Alright, so that is in place. Gonna take this back assembly. This is your return spring for your pump handle. Take our frame and set it back on. A common issue I have found with these is if you do not tighten the frame screws properly, it can cause your pump stroke to bind. So once I get these lined up, I will show you how I do it, and I haven't had any issues with it this way yet. So when you get your screws in, you're not going to snug them down all the way. Tighten the back one until it is fairly, just barely snug, and then you're going to tighten down the front one all the way. And then when you do that, your pump stroke shouldn't stick. If you tighten down the rear frame screw too much, before you tighten the front screw, then it causes the pump stroke to bind, and it will feel like there's an additional hump in the strength of the pull about halfway back. There we go, Bob Long MVP. Great guns. One thing that's a little bit different on these from most of the Bob Long guns is to adjust your velocity. It's actually done through a little hole in the back of the frame. That's where your regulator is located. Gonna put the MVP to the side, and now we are going to clean and lube this G6R. First thing we're gonna do is pull the pin out. So pull the bolt pin up, slide the pin out of the back of the gun.
Before we get too far, Taylor, I want to say thank you for letting us use your G6R for this video while you're out there playing today.
When you see this video, you'll realize that you volunteered to let us use your G6R. We appreciate it.
And we're going to properly show you how to clean it and tech it, because this thing, wow, let me tell you, you did a number to it. We're going to help you out. Once again, Taylor, from the Muddy Water Boys, we love you.
So then we're going to take off the back cap. Set the back cap aside, and then we're going to tap the rammer out of the gun. There's your rammer. Set that aside. Going to wipe these guys clean and then re-lube them. So, rammer's all wiped clean. The bolt's all nice and clean. And on these guns, Field 1 recommends a Dow 33 based lube. Let me get mine out. Gonna use some Eclipse grease because that was the first one that I saw. And it is Dow 33 based. So we're gonna take just a little bit of lube, wipe them on the front and rear O-rings of our rammer. Once you get those on there, drop it back into the back of the gun. Put the back cap back on, pops into place, tighten the set screw.
That's like the funniest part. Taylor, you didn't notice, but we had you marked it there too, and it wasn't asked.
Put your bolt back in. When you put your bolt in, to make sure that it's in place, push the pin all the way forward, and then that last little bit, you should feel the resistance of the spring from your valve. It should push the pin back a little bit. If it's not, then your pin is not seated properly in the rammer. So we're going to pull that back. Next thing we're going to do is HPR. You watched last week, we did other Bob guns, right? We did the Victory last week.
Yeah, we did the Mark Victory, yes.
Same regulator on these.
V1, V2.
So you're going to unscrew that, and then you're going to take the piston out. Wipe off any old grease. And then we are going to re-lube it. Stick that bad boy back in there and screw it back on. And if you hear people talk about the Schrader valves on Bob Long guns, this is what they're talking about. That's the high pressure regulator. Schrader valve, that is a wear and tear part on these, and eventually they will go bad.
Oh, there it was.
Alright, HPR is set.
I think so.
So now we are going to do the LPR. The LPR is a little bit more complicated. Not much. Take off our LPR. We need our 2 wrenches. And then this part is actually reverse threaded on. So when you're taking it off, make sure that you're turning it the right way. Taylor, your LPR is really stubborn. You might have to take out the adjustment screw at the front of the LPR to be able to get that front Allen wrench in there enough. So, Taylor, if you happen to be watching this, feel free to bring your pressure tester in because I forgot mine at home and you said you had yours today. Like I said, when you're doing this, the front cap on the LPR is reverse threaded, so make sure you're turning it the right way, otherwise you're not going to get any progress trying to take this apart. And then inside of our LPR, you've got a spring and a plate, front cap. LPR adjustment screw goes right here, and it sits like this. What we're going to be lubing is this white piston here. Let me pull that out, and then we will show you. Alright, there's your camera focus maybe. When you're putting it back in, there is the flat side like this, and then there's a cone side. Make sure the cone side goes into the LPR assembly facing towards the back of the gun.
Hey Todd, so you asked a question here, man. So he was actually just saying he's pretty new to this, and they're more of a woods ball than anything. Looking for the type of event and number of players on a team. You know, when it comes to woods ball, they do have tournament teams, and you know, they could be up to 10-man usually. The UWL, I know that's what they were. They were a 10-man. I believe there's also 7-man and a 5-man. As far as 3-man, I'm not 100% sure. I can definitely find that out for you. And you know, there's events all throughout Nebraska and throughout the country in that matter for scenario woods ball play, and they're single day and 2-day events. We actually here at Mad Cow have Operation Starlight coming up here July
28th.
28.
Come
And
visit us.
it is a night game, so we will be having everybody turn down the velocity a little bit. Will be, I think, at 260 for the night game, right?
I think so.
270.
I think it's right around there.
That's right around there. I'd have to look at the sheet, but and that's a good time. And then I know that there's the middle child game in August, and that's a fun event here at Mad Cow as well. If you do check out on Facebook, it's Nebraska Paintball Events. I believe that's the page name, or Nebraska Paintball Events. And all your fields usually post their events that they'll be having in there. Sorry, Romy, you got some more stuff on that?
fine. G6R's done. If you have any questions with these again, please hit us up and let us know. And I mentioned needing a pressure tester to set the pressures on this. On G6Rs, there's a pressure tester here that will tell you what pressure is coming out of this regulator and out of this regulator. I usually set this one to 200, this to 75, and then adjust this to chrono velocity.
Definitely pick yourself up an Exalt grip, though. Those are handy.
They're great. They're nice and comfortable.
We love you, Exalt.
And if you plan on bringing one of these out to the field or any other Bob Long guns, if you can let us know ahead of time, I will make sure I bring all of my pressure testers. But I just forgot to bring it today because I made a boo-boo.
Yeah, no problem, Todd. You know, come out and see us. You know, we get you pointed in the right direction. Come out and have some fun.
Oh yeah, now we got the Spire going on here.
Spire 3.
Spire 3.
I used this yesterday and shot some crappy paint through it, and it's not mine, so now I need to take it apart and clean it because that's what you're supposed to do. So these are nice and easy.
We figured we'd show you since this is the new on the Spire 3. I think it's been out for what, like a couple months? 3 months?
What, they came out, last year, right?
The
Spire
3?
3?
Yeah.
Oh, was it last year? Oh, it's already been that long?
Last year.
So, pretty easy.
New to us.
New to us.
On the back,
You
you've
just
got
bought
your
one.
power button. This is the button to release the top of the hopper. And then here is your force feed button. So you're going to push the release button in. And then lift the lid up. If you've had a Spire in the past, getting the tray out is the same. Pull forward on a little tab. It even has a little arrow there telling you what to do. And then just lift it straight up and out. And now, since I shot some crappy oily paint, I get to wipe everything clean. And maybe Chad will talk to you and make this not as boring of making me wipe stuff down.
Sorry, I'm eating light snacks.
Yeah, see, this is what I do. I have to work and talk on camera. And they sit back here and eat snacks. Sorry, light snacks.
Light snacks. This is a light snack production.
I just barely set up the cameras. That's all I do.
Usually you're working like remote from home. So, what else is going on out here at Mad Cow? So, a few things we've been doing out here is, if you haven't been out here yet, we have added a street ball field in. We took away one of the air ball fields, added a street ball field in. We have reorganized and rearranged the spool field. The one that was located right next to the airball field. And then the field next to that, the Lego or igloos, whichever you'd like to call it, we completely redid that field as well. And we are currently down working in the town field, where it's a pretty big project that's about to happen, and we think everybody's going to love the end results. So we're really stoked to try to get this done and completed with, and able for you guys to play. Of course, there's also our woods ball field. That's always been kind of worked on throughout the year, through the storm seasons and everything like that. We're out there cutting trees down.
We try and continually work on the fields. But if you have any recommendations, let us know. We're happy to take any constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And
Or if
then-
you'd like to see something new, if we can make it happen, we'd love to try it. And then, like I said, our special surprise is we, hopefully by, I think we said September, we'll have a close quarters field for everybody to give that a whirl. So
Hopefully.
cross
So-
your fingers, by September that'll be ready to play. Otherwise, probably October for sure.
And then, as always, make sure you like the page.
Yep, like, share.
When Alex eventually does his job and puts this on Facebook, like, subscribe,
YouTube.
share.
YouTube?
I know what I meant. See what I got to deal with? It's just terrible. Horrible work environment. I love it out here. This is my favorite place to be.
So, yeah, make sure you spread the video around. If you know somebody that has any one of these markers that's ever had any issues or troubles, just tell them, like, hey, there's people out there trying to help you. So,
We have several techs out here that have a wide variety of knowledge. The two main ones are myself and Steven Shack. Between the two of us, we can fix most things out there. There's obscure old stuff that I'll do the best I can, but I can't make any promises. And tomorrow we are open from 10 until 5. If you wanted to come out and give the whole speedball, airball thing a try, the team will be practicing tomorrow starting at, 9 tomorrow, Jake? 9. So come on out,
And Young Guns practices at noon.
and we have Young Guns at noon. So if you are under 16 and want to learn some more about paintball and get better at it, come on out and we'll have some of our tournament guys help coach you. And you can join some of the people we have already coming out.
definitely. And be sure you guys
But
Me-
that's not old and obscure. That's just another version of a spider.
It's just obscure.
That's just
I
obscure.
had one of those.
So we'd like to
how do you
thank
get a
everybody who we
Pull-
this is
pull it
what
out
we're
the
laughing about, guys. If you want to know, we're giggling about this old Winchester here.
Yep, I had one of those. That was one of the first guns I had,
This
or at
thing
least
is-
something similar to it.
Super heavy, super heavy.
Oh, mine was plastic. That one's better than mine.
So we'd like to first off thank everybody who entered in the like, comment, and share for the 3-day passes. We appreciate all the support we get from the community. We'd also like to say be on the lookout, look on our page, because we will be doing another giveaway. We'll have that posted up before the close of business tonight. I think that's going to be a guess the number of paintballs in a jar. So we got to get that ready for you. Make someone count a lot of paintballs or a little. We're not sure yet. So, like I said, it's a good Saturday. If you guys any suggestions on a marker you would like to see tech, send us a message. Throw it in the comments. We'll get our hands on it and we'll go through it.
Next week, if one of our guys remembers to bring it, I want to try and do a GI Vanquish or Empire Vanquish. So that's one that we don't see out here a whole lot. But if you have any other guns, feel free to let me know. If you have a particular gun you can't get working, maybe we will use that and I can troubleshoot it during the video as well.
Exactly. And we will be at 2 places next week. Romy will be here at Mad Cow, and I will be at Okamacon in the Mad Cow booth. So make sure you guys come and see us. It's a little shooting gallery. There's lots of characters, bad guys, good guys.
Good to see people dressed up as all kinds of things. It's really awesome.
So it'll be a good time.
Chad gets to do the fun stuff and I'm stuck at home.
Well, you know, when you disappear on me for a month and a half, someone gets to go have some fun. So. No, we're just kidding. Romy and I are going great. So, extremely long video, and we made our deal beep, so it's hilarious. So, guys, once again, thanks for watching, and you know, keep
Tune in next week around
check us out.
around 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is usually a good time. And I'll shoot you some exclusive stuff from Comic-Con. All right, guys.
Peace out.